What's up? Hit the like button. Hit it. Took me a minute to come in, but I'm here now. I was just sharing the link for the stream. What's good? Hit the like button. And give a minute for more people to come in. Keeps blinking in and out. Hit that like button. Hey, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Hit the like button for me. Appreciate you coming in. I am good. How are you? Glad you came in. Glad you stopped by. Always happy to see people coming into the stream. Just gonna wait for another couple people to come in to see who comes in. Hey, Music by Nation, thank you for coming in. I am doing well, and yourself? Thank you for being the first two people in the stream. I appreciate it. It is just about 1 a.m. here in Boston right now. And while I got a couple of people here, let me do my intro. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Yes, it's me, April Love, here in Boston, wishing you a blessed time. Truly hope you're finding reasons to smile, to laugh, to enjoy life, to appreciate everything and everyone around you. So, if this is your first time here, if you've been checking out my channel, I appreciate it. I am currently at work right now. Oh, so you're in Australia. Nice. It's 1 a.m. Like I said, just about 1 a.m. here in Boston. Um, but as I was about to say, if you've checked out some of my videos, you know my intention with everything I do is to spread love and positivity, to motivate, to inspire, to share my journey to reach my dreams. I work at a thoroughbred horse racetrack. I do security, so. And here comes the yawning. I didn't yawn the whole time I was at work until just now. Every time I start my streams, I start yawning like crazy. And I'm glad you all came in once again. But doing the live streams kind of helps me to stay awake and stay alert. So, and I swear I hadn't yawned until I turned on the stream. Every time I do a stream, I start yawning. Yeah, but I swear I could be here all night and not yawn. As soon as I turn on the camera, it's like yawn fest. I truly appreciate that. And please feel free to share my channel or any of my content, especially the ones where I ask people to share. You know, whether it's the poem that I put out the other day or the videos about trying to find help to get my husband here from Morocco. Um, you know, it's my, the ones where asking for help, or usually, it's me trying to put things out into the universe and believing that, the right people will find my content and find what I'm trying to do and all that good stuff. So, but I appreciate it, and I'm truly blessed, just like many of us, that, with the help of hashtag I'm a creator and, so many people connecting with each other, that I am finding people that truly do embrace and enjoy my content. You know, it's, I knew all along that if I stay true to what I believe in and in the direction that I'm trying to go, that eventually, people would see, the people that are meant to see or could appreciate what I share would come across it. And if it wasn't for hashtag I'm a creator, what's up, Stephanie? Thank you for coming in, homie, my girl, my homie. Let's see if Nathan's the next one. Is it Nathan? Because I got 4 people now. Who's the next one? Nathan? You painted your moo. Nope. Not, hello. Hello, Boom. Thank you for coming in. If this is your first time, sit down, hang out, enjoy your time here. Apparently, I do good live streams, so I throw on some music, but then I'd be copyrighted. But so I know I only got 4 people in here, but I'm sure more people will come across this. And since it's early into the stream, I don't have the shirt here with me at work. Definitely, definitely agree with that. True. So since it's early in this live stream, I already posted it on my Twitter and nobody commented. I posted on Instagram and nobody left a comment. If you go to my Instagram or my Twitter, there should be a post with one of the T-shirts that I designed that says "You Are" in blue and white lettering, and then it has positive wording going like, you know, um, lengthwise. Um, like it says, beautiful, courageous, and loved and unique. I accidentally bought myself a small, and instead of sending it back to get the size I want, I want to give it away. So if you or anybody else are interested in that particular shirt, again, it's a small. Check it, look for it on Twitter or on my Instagram, and leave me a comment there letting me know you're interested. Um, and I'm going to give it another day to see if anyone responds to it. If not, first person that responds, if I only get one person to respond, that person's going to get the shirt. So, and for anybody else that wants to see my designs, the link is in the description. aloveproductions.com. I design shirts with positive wording. Um, you could call them affirmations. You can just call them um, what you want, really. But I have shirts that say everything from "You are enough" to love yourself, to I am powerful. I have a couple shirts that were, you know, con- paintings converted into a t-shirt design. I have a shirt that says be kind. I have a lot of shirts. One that says don't give up, with like rainbow colored rings with, again, positive wording within the rings. Um, I have a shirt that I wore today that you'll see both on my Instagram and Twitter as well. The You Are shirt. That's part of my I Am You Are collection because I have the You Are shirt that has the wording going down the right side, and then I have an I Am shirt with the words, the positive affirming words around the word I am. And then I have I have other shirts that either say I am beautiful, you are enough, I am powerful, you are what's the other You Are shirt? I have another one. I am good. How are you? How are you? I'll call you Avi. Avix? Avi? But so Music by Nation. Um, do, can you fit into a small? I don't know what you look like, so I can't tell. Okay, so um, just leave me a comment if you're on one wherever you saw the picture for that shirt. Um, and like I said, I'll give it another day, see if anybody else says they're interested. But since you're the first one, if nobody else says anything, you're more than welcome to have the shirt. We'll just have to DM me. But like I said, let me give an, you know, um, you know what? Never mind that. Since nobody's responded all day to it, because I put it out pretty earlier in the day, if enough people should have seen it by now. Um, Wherever you saw it, just DM me your personal information. I'm waiting for a shirt to come in that I gotta send to James Cox, and I got a couple of other things I gotta send out to people. So when I get a chance, I'll send everybody's stuff out together. So I've been giving away more shirts than I've sold. The only reason why I don't mind that is because if you happen to wear it in a video, or you're wearing it out and someone asks you, you know hopefully you remember to tell people it came from aloveproductions.com. Yeah, I mean, I could wait a whole nother day and then give it to a random person between everybody, but because nobody, I was expecting, at least one, a handful of people, at least two or three people to respond on Twitter or Instagram, and nobody did. So if you like it, whichever one you saw it on, just um, uh, send me a private message, a direct message with your info, and when I get it, with your address and name, and I'll send it out. Hopefully by the end of next week, because I'm expecting the shirt for James Cox, to come in tomorrow. I have a couple of things I have to do tomorrow and over the weekend, so you might have to wait till sometime next week for me to, you know, I gotta find packaging for some of the artwork that people want. So, so a little suggestion for anyone that's trying to do like a juice fast or a cleansing diet or whatever. The first day that you get off that, whatever amount of time you set for yourself, don't stuff your face with crap. I'm kind of, today I went and bought um, rolled eggplant, which wasn't the worst part of what I ate. But I also had fried zucchini, and the mistake that I made wasn't eating the fried zucchini, but eating the fried zucchini when it was cold. And now I get that. Now I have it, and I don't do a lot of fried foods anyway. When it comes to fried foods, it's usually French fries. But I have that nasty, like, after greasy feeling in my mouth from having fried foods, and I'm not happy about it. It's like, it's really, you know, aggravating. It's annoying my mouth, but it is what it is. I gotta start bringing my laptop and bringing stuff to work with me. Because other than the live streams and watching YouTube for a couple hours, I really don't do much else at work, than my actual job. And I really need to do some work on Ela Productions. I gotta touch up some of my designs. I want to come up with a new design. I see you, Tennessee. Every time you come in the room, that's how I'm gonna greet you, Tennessee. The funny thing is I say that, and then I hear the rest of the song from Arrested Development in my head. I can't remember all the lyrics, but like I hear the melody in my head. I hear Tennessee, Lord, I know the dun, 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 dun. And I don't even think that's the right melody either. But like I can faintly hear it in my head. Tennessee. So I wish I could say tonight would be my last night at work for the week, but I agreed to work the next 3 weekends. So I'm pretty much working a full month without a day off, which I can't complain about because I have a cousin that does that on a very regular basis. Stephanie, you still in here? Stephanie. Hello. I haven't recorded a video since the poetry video. I started recording something today, and then I forgot to take my camera out with me. And I almost didn't think I was going to be able to do the live stream because my phone was giving me a warning about moisture in my phone, and I don't know why because it didn't get wet. See if anybody else comes in. Anybody still in here? Hello? Hello? Hey, whoever you are. Hey, Mama. Mama Bear, how are you? Thank you, I appreciate it. Everybody else left me, but you came. I'm so happy. Been all alone for about 2 minutes. I know how that feels. I appreciate you coming in. I don't know. They came in for a couple of minutes and then they left. But, depending on where everybody is in the world, it is late or early or the middle of the day. So it is 1:20 here in Boston, so in the morning that is. But I appreciate you coming in. What has you running on 2 hours? Just couldn't sleep or just been busy? You got your hustle going on. What are you going to school for? Hmm. Ah, well, I guess you do what you gotta do, so grind, trying to reach your dreams. Nice. We gotta do what we gotta do. I was just telling the people that were already in here, I didn't start yawning until I put the stream on. And I noticed that happens a lot. Like, I'll be fine before I turn on the stream. And then I turn on the stream, and then it's a yawn fest for at least the first hour that I'm on the stream. See? But it's good. You definitely got you know your priorities in the right place. Hustling, grinding. Yeah, I'm gonna be working for pretty much for the next month without a day off myself. So, because I agreed to work the next 3 weekends. I can't complain though, because one, I agreed to do the work, and two, well, I guess most of it's gonna go to pay down some of my debt, but which is good. So I can't complain in that sense. And in general, I really can't complain. As much as I'd like to be able to just stay home and not go anywhere for a day or two, I have a cousin that pretty much works 7 days a week on a regular basis. And, it affects her life in so many ways because she has a fairly stressful job. She works, I'm not going to say the name of the company, but you'll get what I'm saying. She works the checkpoints at the airport. You know what company I'm talking about. And, besides having to deal with work with customers and travelers, she's in constant fear of losing her job, because they fire people for absolutely the smallest thing. They don't care if you're sick. They don't care if you have family issues. They don't care about anything. And, the rent here in Boston is through the roof. She doesn't qualify for subsidized rent anymore. And she's working pretty much 7 days a week, literally just to make ends meet. So she may have 2 days off a month, if that. And even on her days off, she doesn't get to, just stay home and rest. She has to run around and, you know, go to appointments or deal with, other life responsibilities. So, and I know she's not the only one that has to live like that, or, you know, has to, live their life like that. It should never be that way, and you should never be in fear of, if they're gonna fire you because you sneezed. I know that's an exaggeration, but you know what I'm trying to say. And she has so much more potential than that job. You know, she she finds honor in the job that she's doing because she feels like she's doing her part to try to, to the best of her ability, do her part to protect, people that are traveling. I know, but she's one of those people that feels like she can't change jobs, that it's not that easy, and because she has seniority and because she has the health benefits, she's afraid, I think there's a bit of fear involved in her not pursuing something else, and she's, and I'm not judging her on that either because I'm kind of the same way where as well as I do with this, like I could do videos and create things until I'm blue in the face. I can give motivational talks, speeches, spread that love and positivity, with my hands tied behind my back because it's something that I love, something that I'm passionate about, something that I believe in. But for me to go look for another job, there's a couple of different factors on why I don't, why I haven't looked for another job. And hello, Nathan. I hear you. But yeah, so like I was saying, even me, my personal job that I have here, I've been at this particular place for about 12 years with three different security companies. The site that I work at has been on the verge of closing for the last couple years, and it's never quite clear if this is going to be the last year or not, if we got one more year. So I've been on the verge of losing my job for a while. As much as I know that, I haven't looked for another job. Wow. A part of it is insecurity and fear of change. Another part of it is I don't want any old job. I don't want to stay in security. I've done it for way too long. And although I know my skill and talents, I don't know where to look for the jobs that would I can use them in. And there's a part of me that has fear in, am I really good enough for a different, for a job doing some of the things that I love to do, other than what I'm already doing? You know, and so I don't like, you know, there's there's a lot of benefits to where I work now, and I've been here for so long, and I know a lot of it's I'm comfortable. But having all the downtime that I do here at work, I'm able to do creative things. I get to do things like this, or create and edit an actual video, or design one of my shirts, or you know and I have a lot of creative outlets. I have a lot of creative skills, but I don't have any. Well, I guess you can say technically I already have that with aloveproductions.com, because I put my designs on shirts and I'm trying to sell them. Nobody's bought any yet, but I have the designs on the shirt are all my designs, and I have and I have the designs of multiple styles of shirts. I have the tank tops, I have the t-shirts, I have uh, the 3/4 sleeve softball shirts or baseball tees, whichever you want to call them. It's in the description. aloveproductions.com. It's in all my videos. If you look in the description, this is what and you can look at it now while I'm talking. But every video I put out, there might be one or two that I purposely don't put it in because I'm not trying to promote. There's videos where I'm not trying to promote myself, but promote a specific message, and I want the message to be known and not me trying to sell something under that message. I appreciate it. I don't want anybody going broke, but when you're able to support, you support. Like even with me, with hashtag I'm a creator. I've been selling James Cox for about a month now. When I have a little extra money, that I would buy one of the hashtag I'm a creator shirts, and I finally did that today because of some of the overtime I've been doing and stuff. So it's all we do what we can when we can do it. And there's a lot of shirts to choose from, a lot of designs to choose from. And everything on there. The way I promote it is all the designs are raw and imperfect, because that's what we are. Every design is meant to spread love and positivity. And so with my site, I don't want you to just buy any shirt. I want you to, take your time, look through the website, find the shirt that really speaks to you, and then in the style that you want, you know, whatever speaks to you, that's really what you should get, because there's a lot to choose from. So it may be a little harder, and I've thought about scaling back a little bit, where I have, you know, maybe 10 different designs at once, and then kind of rotate them in and out, just to make it a little, give people a little less choice, in the sense that, like, maybe the selections I have out now are, too overwhelming for people. Because I've had one or two friends say, I just don't know which shirt to get. Excuse me. And my thing is always just go through the site. Right. Like right now, I kind of lost count of how many different designs I got out and how many styles. But I would say every month or two, I put out a new design. The last one I put out is probably the first one you'll see in the slideshow when you first go to the website, of the American and Moroccan flag. That was based off a painting that I made. It was inspired by my in-laws. It kind of requested by my sister-in-law. She was, because of where I live, there is a decent sized community of people from Morocco, and she said, if people saw that you had a shirt that showed the American flag and the Moroccan flag, and in a way of showing love for each country, you would, there's a good chance you could get sales off of that. So I was like, okay, I'll play with it, because I have one other shirt that has flags on it that's also a painting of mine, that's called One Nation of All Nations. And it was inspired by two tragedies, 9/11 and the Boston Marathon bombing. And the reason why it was actually inspired by those two events is primarily because of the location and what the locations um, si- symbolized. 9/11 happened at the World Trade Center. So it's international. The Boston Marathon bombing happened at the finish line, and at the finish line, on both sides of the street, are flags from around the world. When I saw that, I was, and I live in Boston, and I almost went to the Boston Marathon that year. And if I went, I would have been down there at the finish line. I would have been somewhere in that area. And weeks after that had happened, they had like memorials set up in the public park area right across the street. and they had big canvases out for people to write, messages and prayers and whatever. So I stopped for a moment and I'm reading some of the messages and I'm looking around. And again, I'm thinking of what was at the finish line, the multiple flags from around the world. And then the Pledge of Allegiance popped in my head. And the line, One Nation Under God, stuck out. And I was like, we're one nation under God, but when you stop and think about it, the U.S. is many nations in one nation under God. So, and because I was kind of letting myself be traumatized by everything, not traumatized, but I was kind of getting too deep, too emotionally invested in everything that was going on, and I needed to channel that energy. So I came up with this painting that has the American flag as the predominant flag, but around it, I have the China, the the China flag, the Moroccan flag, the Irish flag, you know, flags from around the world. I have a couple of little symbols for free. I have a little painting, a little Eiffel Tower for France. I have the maple leaf for Canada, and even religious wise, I have like the symbols for Islam and Catholic, Christianity and Judaism, and I also had a rainbow flag for the gay, lesbian, for the gay community, LGTB. I hope I said the initials right. I don't do good with initials, you know. And then when my sister-in-law suggested the Moroccan American design, I was like, maybe I can make this into a collection. It's gonna take some time. Like I have to be inspired to do another flag, um, inspired shirt or painting or design. Because I'd rather do it as a painting and then convert that into a shirt. But I think slowly but surely that will become a collection of flags, to represent unity and connecting. Who's still in here? Is it still you, Mama? Mama Bear? Better blow my nose. Hey, Snowy, how are you? Thank you for coming in. How are you tonight? Appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. You got Happy Meal. I got Happy Meal today too. I got a couple of my t-shirts in the mail. I have another package that's supposed to come in, I think, tomorrow with a couple more of my shirts. Just checking for Twitter because I was trying to let people know about a shirt that I was planning to give away. And somebody that came into the chat earlier said they were interested, so just waiting for them to send me a message with their mailing address. One of the shirts I ordered was I accidentally ordered the wrong size. Instead of sending it back, I wanted to give it away. When you can, and when you do, I'll thank you in advance. I can't wait. I'm just waiting until I can't wait until I start getting coin sound. Like I think if I get if someone buys a shirt, I'm supposed to get like the sound of a coin dropping on my phone. Hey Nathan, thanks for coming back in. I don't know if you actually left and came back, but glad to see you back. Oh, and Nathan, I don't know if you've checked out the T-shirt thing, but I do. Other than I still didn't put the drum T-shirt back up, but I do have a couple of music-inspired shirts that might catch your attention. So when you get a chance, go check out aloveproductions.com. I think I have a music collection. I forget what I called it on my page and stuff. Oh, sorry to hear that. Keep you in my prayers, lady. And hello to the other person that just came in the chat, came in the room. Hello, thank you for coming in. Hit that like button while you're here. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping in. It does mean a lot. I hope you've had a blessed day, night, or evening, wherever you are. That pocket came back. that pocket. Make sure you go check out his channel too. He's got, he plays, uh, he can definitely hold a beat. Alright, I'm gonna start driving around a little bit. So I'm gonna flip the camera so you guys can drive along with me. On the road again. I am here. I may get a little quiet while I focus on my driving. Pretty. What is that? It was a bunny. I missed it. There was a bunny that was crouched down so much, and I almost mistake. I couldn't tell if it was a bunny, if it was a big rock in the middle of on the middle of the ground. Excuse me. I like the nights when they're a good temperature, not too cold, not too hot, slight breeze. Even when I'm especially when I'm at work and it's like that, the only time where I don't have to use the AC in the car. Thank you for stopping in again. I appreciate it. You have a blessed night. But did you used to live in Boston? You know the new Denzel Washington movie that's coming out? Trainer, what is it? Trainer 2 or something like that? Or I don't know. I don't watch action movies, so I don't remember the name of it. But it was filmed it was filmed around Boston, and parts of it was filmed in the town that I live in. I saw the trailer. There was a couple moments in the trailer. I was like, I know where that is. I know where that is. I know where they filmed that. So you want to know a slight Hollywood secret that you probably already know is that some of the movies where they give a specific location for the movie is very recorded in that city. An example is um, one of the newest Ghostbuster movie with the female Boston, but it used to be taking place in New York. And the whole time I watched the movie, I was sitting there going, how dare they use Bond for a New York movie? Because, if you know anything about sports, it's kind of like a fan thing and a media thing where Boston and New York are supposed to hate each other, or be against each other, especially like with baseball or football or whatever. Like the rivalry is supposed to be between Boston and New York, and the fact that like they filmed a movie that was supposed to be located in New York in Boston, I'm like, that's just a slap in the face. So the Bostonians are sitting there going, that ain't New York, that's Boston. I live right down the street. How did that's just an insult. Sorry if I'm getting a little too loud. I don't know why I feel like I have to speak louder when I'm driving. This has happens a lot. And I stop. And I'm back. I hope you enjoyed your ride here on aloveproductions virtual roller coaster. Please put your seats back in its upright position. Please take all your belongings with you. I've never been to Washington. I've been okay. Here's where I've been. I was in California when I was a kid. My mother almost moved us out there. We were out there for probably a couple months with my uncle. I've been to New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, so all the New England states. I've been to Toronto, Canada, um, Mississauga, Ontario. Um, I've been to Morocco. And if you include the connecting flights from Boston to Morocco, I've technically been to England. I've technically been to France, and I've technically been to Spain. I've never left I never left the actual airports, so I didn't really step on the ground in those countries, but I traveled through their airports. It's a really nice night tonight too. There's a nice brisk breeze. Get to keep the windows open for my security vehicle. I took a Greyhound from Boston to upstate New York. If you're a history buff, any of the historical sites, um, Boston has changed a lot over the years. Um, but some of the touristy areas is Faneuil Hall, Haymarket, um, just going up to the waterfront. If you want hidden gems, you don't go to downtown Boston. If you want the hidden gems, if you want to be on the side, if you want to be somewhere where you get like the Boston skyline view, you come to East Boston, which is where I live, which is where the airport's located. The airport is located. The Boston airport is called Logan Airport, and the town that's in is East Boston. If you stayed in a hotel on the East Boston side of Boston, just to get downtown, you could take public transportation. There's a couple of hotels nearby to the public transportation, and a lot of the hotels have shuttles that will drop you off at the train station as well. Um, but if you're in the right hotel, you can walk around, and there's a lot of waterfront parks that give you like epic views of the Boston Harbor and the skylines. If you want something that's more scenic and semi nature like, if you are downtown, you want to go down near the Charles River. Which is actually a long, lengthy part of Boston, but it's, and a fun little touristy thing to do is to take the duck tours. The duck tour is basically, it's like a trolley tour that like a lot of major cities would have, but the difference between is the vehicle that they use for the duck tours. Part of the tour goes into the Boston Harbor, not the Boston Harbor. The vehicle goes into the water for the Charles River. I think they're old Navy vehicles that were able to drive on land and in water, and they were converted to be a tourist attraction for Boston. I think other cities do that now too, but I think it originated in Boston. And at least the ones we have, the company originally started in East Boston because we used to see the vehicles drive through near the train station all the time. But I think they changed their location because we don't see them as often as we used to. And if you ever do come to Boston, if I'm available, I'll gladly show you around. And maybe we can collab. And hello, August. Thank you for coming in. Hit that like button while you're in here. Just a reminder, all the links to my social medias are down in the description. If you'd like to support this channel financially, I do have a PayPal link down below. If you'd like to support me and get something in return, there's also aloveproductions.com. Go find a shirt or design that speaks to you. You can support me that way. Or you can just support me as you are now with likes and views and checking out my social media. Any way you do it, I appreciate it and I thank you. That's just my little self plug. So who saw James Cox stream earlier? And who was getting and who was getting a kick on how loud and excited he was getting? I know he gets loud and excited anyway, but I get a kick out of it. Sometimes it's slightly annoying, I'll be honest, but I get a kick out of it too. The only thing that gets a little annoying is, okay, he's kind of making fun of it. The negative comments that he gets. But at the same time, he's bringing them up because as much as he say they don't bother him, you can tell that it does bother him. Because if something didn't bother you, you wouldn't keep talking about it. You know what I'm saying? If something wasn't affecting you, you wouldn't be talking about it. If it wasn't that big of a deal, it wouldn't, you wouldn't speak on it. You would just, let it go. Go, okay, they're just being idiots and leave it alone. I know he's being sarcastic, but you also know that that it's bothering him enough that he continues to bring it up. But I'm not gonna continue to talk about it because obviously it's bothering me now. So tomorrow night, awesome sauce. Yeah, I know. He asked me if I wanted an awesome sauce shirt. Because he didn't have the size I wanted in the I Am a Creator t-shirts. But I'm like, nah, I can wait. I'm not in a rush to get it. When he orders them, I'll get one. I just happened to have some extra money this week, so I was like, you know what? The fact that he was already talking about it when I got into the chat, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll go buy the shirt now. And that's what I did. Mm-hmm. And if you want to support me by buying a shirt, you could go to aloveproductions.com. Find a shirt that speaks to you. I have many designs, all meant to spread love and positivity and lift you up. They come in multiple colors and sizes, depending on the shirt and style. Awesome sauce. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I just got distracted. I heard somebody yelling. They drove off, so. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. Just got distracted for a moment. I didn't hear what they were yelling about, but I was a little concerned, so. But I'm back. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Who's still in here? Hello. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Apparently, I'm by myself. So if that's the case, I will be leaving. I want to thank everybody that came in and anyone that comes and it makes it to the end of this video. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Hashtag I'm a creator, one of the best families on YouTube, spreading love and positivity, helping each other grow. Once again, if you want to support this channel, like, subscribe, comment. If you want to support financially, PayPal's in the link, aloveproductions.com. Go find a shirt that speaks to you. Follow me on my social medias. Everything is down below. And until next time, make love, share, and inspire. Don't forget, love is everything. Much love.